Alright, so I'm just recording this sort of preview of one of the new courses I've made. Ignore the scrappy way I race here. I'm not very good at rallycross, but this is my Lakeside lap, so I'm just going to take you through it. This opening is fairly standard. It's quite a couple of sweeping corners. For some reason the AI always goes wide on that one, so we don't really boulders on the track, but I've set the checkpoints so that they should give you quite a lot of leeway on the outside of the curve. It shouldn't allow you to skip the inside curve. It should prevent cutting corners if they don't want to be bounced back to a checkpoint. Set in autumn. Autumn rain just seems like the default rally setting. It's always been what I'm going to race on. There's nothing quite like sliding through dirt and mud in the field for rally. A couple of drifts through some early water here. Go a bit wide, where I was going to take the second place. Do some redecorating on the inside of that curve. So there are cheeky little cuts like that you can do, but I was quite content to leave those in. It didn't strike me, they ruined very much about the race. There's a couple of nasty hairpins in the race. One of them should be coming up a bit short of here, because I wanted to keep the race on dirt for as much as I could, as much of the course as I could, but there are some intervening periods where it has to go onto the tarmac. Through the chickens, up the hill, bit of a blind turn, but it's fine. See these checkpoints to prevent people just cutting into the field, and we're into the park. Mormont, I think its name is in Forza Mormont Park. Yeah, again, I wanted to give people quite a lot of leeway on how they tackled this section because the path is a bit narrow. Here's the exit of the Mormont Park, past some nice Roman ruins. Nice rainbow on the left. Through the car park to take this quite slow. Not slow enough apparently. And yes, onto the tarmac section. The reason why I put it on heavy rain is so that even the tarmac is a bit slippery, so it maintains that rally feel even though you're on racetrack ostensibly. This is a 12-minute race. It's 2 6-minute laps. I mean, there's 6 minutes for me. You know, your time may vary, but I wanted to all of my custom races. I try to keep it around 10 minutes, which I think is long enough for people to have interesting moments in the race, but short enough that people don't feel exhausted by the end of it. In games like Gran Turismo and Formula 1, we have those 20-30-minute races. It just tires me out. And I get really frustrated, so I've tried to keep them down to what I think is the perfect length for the race. Back onto the dirt track here, down the other side of the lake. This track is slightly narrower than the one you start on. Oops, landed on the fence there. And I take these corners a lot more conservatively in the first lap than you have to, and I think that shows when we get to the second lap. You can tackle this way more aggressively. But I'm doing enough to hold the lead, and that's pretty much it. You can see that they are keeping track up with me. The AI is keeping up. Nice decals on the side of my car. didn't know there were so many different camera angles available. Anyway, back to the game camera. Important to note that that turn onto that bridge there is a bit sharp. You have to really be ready for it. And now we're onto the blitz section of the track. You pretty much redline it for the entirety of this tarmac section, because these rally cars only got to 6th gear, cap out at about 140 miles an hour, about 138ish. You can hear the car engine just screaming as I don't let it get off the red line. Down through the last dirt section. I think this is the last dirt section. Yeah, we're coming up. Right. This is a bit of a nasty corner too. Water followed by an immediate hairpin. Easy way to screw that corner up. But you've got to keep it pretty flat out down through here. This is not exactly a home straight, so you do have to be a bit careful not to do this. Which I slam into the side of the wall there, cleverly. And we're into the second lap. Now, because I'm not, opening up with the pack all around me, you can take these corners a lot more aggressively, with a lot more speed being carried through. You're not worried about smashing into other cars. That's why I think you could probably get the, that was a 6.5 minute lap, but the second lap should be much faster because you're doing a flying start into the course again. I think I take the corners. I think I take the corners here a little bit better than I did at the start. That's a little bit. Cut a little bit there, but I've set it up so that if you do try and cut the corner, you will need to bonnet from a dry brick wall, which should kill your speed. So in close contests, that's not going to be the optimum way to take that corner, obviously. Flying through here. Background to the left hand side of Derwent Water, coming up to Park. See, I think if I've set this event up so that you use modern or I think Rally Monster cars, Rally Monster criteria, and I think that's for the best because just the feel of being able to do 100 miles an hour for these turns is pretty awesome. And you get some nice skids on. You take some of the sharper turns and go quite sideways. Nice little twist there, controlled. That's a good line. Fuck the exit up, as usual, but otherwise, pretty good corner. Chickens! Air there. So the two things you need for a proper rally, mud and big air. I've also set the time to rolling, so the weather does ease up, and I set it so that it was sunrise at the beginning, and as you race, the day does get on. Of course, if you wanted to, you could set this up so it went for longer. 2 laps was enough for me. I'm a little bit looser through these corners this time. I've warmed up a bit. Carry a lot more speed forward through this straight, and that's a far better corner there than I did in the first lap. Coming up to the that's a far worse corner. It's a far worse corner. I don't know what happened there. I think I forgot to brake, and now I'm skittish. I don't want that to happen again, so I'm braking it when I don't need to. But I've got a healthy lead, so I promptly throw away. They don't catch up, but they're a lot closer behind than they should be, considering. Coming up to the end of this tarmac section over the bridge. I've tried to put these checkpoints on the apex of the curves so that they also help you judge the distance to the apex. Some of them I've done reasonably well, others I've missed the block completely. I couldn't be bothered to go back and do it. They serve their purpose, so make sure people don't cut those. This one here. Bit of a drift out there. These are all-wheel drive cars, of course. I'm surprised to see some rally cars are real. This corner's a pain. Right, is it not this one? Yeah. There's another one which you go into water and then you've got to really make it tight. Yeah, this one. You've got to make sure you drop your speed and take an outside line to get through that, because, and even then, it's not a great line. The AI takes it way better than I do, and I don't quite know how. Ooh. Bit sideways through there, that's fine. That section's one of the more technical bits of the race, I think. Getting some nice speed on now. Yeah, so that is one of the corners I realised you can cut. Naughty, naughty. I suppose it'll have to be on people's honour not to do that. I probably should put another checkpoint around that corner, but to be honest, it's fairly minor. And maybe that's just the optimum line for that. Just cut the apex of that. Final tarmac section. You might be able to hear me redline it a lot more in this. Yeah. See, before I was trying to take my foot off because of fear of damaging a non-existent engine, I suppose. But obviously with Forza 4, with cosmetic damage only, there's actually no reason to not redline your car and just keep it smashed up against the limiter, besides that horrendous noise, of course. And into the final dirt section. Again, I'll probably take these corners a little too slow. That was a bit too much skid on the way out. Lots watered there to act as a natural brake. Nice! That was a pinpoint drift around that corner. Bit of afterburn there. Down through into the final section, there's the finish line, 12:34 and across the line. So yeah, that was this race. I hope people have fun with it, and I will move on to the next one.